Welcome to Binge Eating Reset. You are now at step 12. In the previous video, you learned not to immediately react to the urge to eat, but to slow down first. Just for a moment, just long enough to notice what is happening inside you. And today, we're taking it one step further. Because a lot of people think binge urges only happen in the mind. But very often, it starts earlier than that. Much earlier sometimes. Sometimes your body is already moving before you consciously decided to eat. You walk toward the kitchen. You automatically open a cabinet. You grab something without really thinking about it, almost like you're running on autopilot. And sometimes you don't even fully realize it at first. It just happens, automatically, quickly, before you really stop and think. And that is the pattern we're going to interrupt today. Not with more discipline, not by being harder on yourself, not by fighting yourself all day long, but with something very practical, very small, very physical. Maybe you recognize this. You're not actually hungry, but somehow, you suddenly find yourself standing in the kitchen. Or you walk past a cabinet and think, I'll just have something small. Just one thing, just a quick bite, and sometimes, you only realize halfway through eating that you were already doing it again. That can feel really frustrating. Almost like you can't stop yourself. Like your body is moving before your mind catches up. But here's something important to understand. This behavior often becomes a habit pathway. Your brain has learned things like, stress is kitchen, boredom is snack, overwhelm is eating, tired is grab something. And this happens fast, very fast sometimes, usually before you even consciously think about it. Before you really notice the urge. Your brain loves familiar patterns, even unhealthy ones, because familiar feels safe, even when it's not actually helping you anymore. So no, you are not weak. Your brain is simply following a familiar route, a familiar reaction, a familiar pattern, and today, you're going to learn how to interrupt that route. The exercise for today is simple. Interrupt the pattern. That means, don't automatically finish the same movement. So when you notice yourself moving toward food, physically do something different. Very small, very practical, because small moments matter more than people think. For example, walk into another room, literally stand still, take a different route, don't open the cabinet, take one step back, walk away from the counter, look outside for a moment, sit somewhere else. That's enough. Really, that is already enough. It does not have to be perfect. The goal is not, never eat again. The goal is, to interrupt autopilot, just for a moment. Even a few seconds matter. Because the second you do something different with your body, space starts opening up in your mind. And that matters a lot. A lot of people try to solve eating urges mentally. By talking to themselves. Don't do it. I shouldn't eat this. I need more willpower. I have to stop. But if your body is already moving toward the kitchen, you're often already inside the pattern. That's why a physical interruption works better so often. You literally pull yourself out of the automatic movement. And yes, it sounds small. Very small even. But this is exactly how patterns slowly change. Not by becoming perfect. Not by never struggling again, but by responding differently for one single moment. One different moment can slowly change a pattern. For example, you're walking toward the kitchen, turn around first and walk to the bathroom. Or, you want to open the cabinet, place your hand on the counter and wait 5 seconds first. Just pause there for a moment. Or, you normally sit on the couch with food, sit somewhere different today. Very small, very simple, but your brain suddenly notices, wait, this feels different. This is not the usual pattern. And that is important, because awareness starts there. Maybe you're thinking right now, but what if I still eat afterward? That can happen, and that's okay. Really, that's okay, because this exercise is not about perfect control. It's about becoming aware of the pattern. That is step 1. Awareness comes first. The moment you notice, I do this automatically, you can slowly start changing it. But first, the automatic movement has to become visible. You have to notice it first. And that happens when you interrupt it. Even briefly. A lot of people don't eat because of physical hunger. They eat because the body got used to a certain reaction. Stress? Walk toward food. Overwhelm? Grab something. Tired? Look for snacks. Your nervous system is looking for comfort. For relief. For something familiar. For something quick. And the more often you choose a slightly different path, the more your brain learns. There are other options too. There are other ways to respond. And trust me, that doesn't start with huge changes. It starts small, very small. It starts with one different step. Just one. So this is your exercise today. Notice when you automatically move toward food and physically interrupt the pattern. Very small. Another room. Another route. Leave the cabinet closed. Pause for a moment. Literally step away. Not perfect. Just aware. That is enough. More than enough for today. This is part of Binge Eating Reset, a free step-by-step series to help you break emotional eating patterns. If you truly want freedom from this, subscribe and follow the series from the beginning. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to use an if-then plan before the urge gets stronger.